It's time for ECC2 High School Federation Hockey as tonight the Williamsville East Flames host Iroquois Alden, live from the Northtown Center in Amherst, New York. Hello again, everybody. I'm Jack Cruiser. To my left is Randy Schultz, welcoming you rinkside to the feature rink inside the Northtown Center. Tonight, Iroquois Alden makes their way to Amherst to take on the red-hot Williamsville East Flames.
And I'll tell you, both teams are coming in with almost identical records. To look at Iroquois Alden, they have a 7-2-2 record versus Will East, which is coming in with a 7-4-2 record. So 2 games in hand there in that. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty evenly matched game, and I'm expecting that out of this team as well, both these teams as well.
Williamsville East, of course, undefeated in divisional play. This being a big game in ECIC2. Both teams in the same division. Iroquois Alden 3-2-1 in league play. Here are the players to watch for tonight's matchup. For Iroquois Alden, look at number 23, Colin Harrington. He's a senior forward. He's got an unbelievable season statistically so far this year.
Yeah, 11 games. Mm-hmm. Only 14 goals.
Just 14.
Just 14, and only 22 assists. So this guy's got 36 points in just 11 games. For you mathematicians out there, and even if you aren't one, that's about 3 points a game. That is not too bad.
And for Williamsville East, Caden Cavalieri, number 11. He's got 11 games played, 17 points in there. He's the number 1 leading scorer on the Flames. 4 power play goals for Cavalieri, Randy.
And the thing you look at with the Will East team, their scoring attack is a little different than Iroquois Alden in the fact that it looks like it's spread out a little bit more. They've gotten some scoring from a lot of the different players on their team. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Your head coaches tonight for Iroquois Alden, it's Duke Ziegler. For Williamsville East, Mike Torillo. As they introduce the starting lineups here at the Northtown Center, we just got done with a rockin' game between St. Joe's and Williamsville North. That one ending in a 1-1 tie. If you want to watch any of the highlights from that one, go ahead and head over to Western New York Athletics on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. It's all archived there for you from that game.
And, Jack, we're just waiting now. They've introduced both of the starting lineups. And I don't believe we are going to have a national anthem.
Yes, we will have the anthem,
yes,
so we'll be
will.
back right after that.
Cut it.
How about that anthem?
Wow. I got to admit, I've heard some long ones at the arena in downtown Buffalo, but this might have topped them all.
Well, you're lucky you could barely hear it over the speaker system here at the Northtown Center. Hey, tell him next time you know a guy. 17 minutes on the game clock, 1 period. Ready to get underway here. It's the Flames and Iroquois Alden. Still waiting on a mascot for Iroquois Alden in the Ranger-style uniforms. Randy, while we got some time, let's hear your fashion statement for tonight's game.
Well, I'll tell you, you look at this, Iroquois team, and they look like the New York Rangers. Of course, that's original 6. You look at the Will East team. They look a little bit like the Calgary Flames here, so I'm still leaning towards the original 6.
There you go. And, of course, they've got the old Rangers shield on the front with Iroquois Alden replacing New York Rangers as we're underway from the Northtown Center. Quick shot from the slot was taken by Braden Axelson. He is also top 3 in scoring in Western New York, along with our player of the game in Colin Harrington. Sam Starker, also a top scorer in Western New York. Quick icing is called. Face-off coming back inside the Flames' end.
Well, we've gone 35 seconds into this game. We had the other game. We've only scored 2 goals. We need some goals here, Jack. We need some definite goal scoring here. So hopefully these 2 teams will pick up. And that's no knock on that previous game. That was an exciting game, no question about it. Great defensive battle.
Opportunity offensively if Danny Mackley can reach the puck. However, I beg your pardon, that's number 26. That's Zach Jacobson, the brother of goaltender Andrew Jacobson. Andrew on the bench tonight in favor of number 32, the senior Luke Freiling. And we've seen both these goalkeepers for Will East, both able to play pretty well, Randy, so far this season.
Absolutely, and it's interesting when a coach has to make a decision like that. That's a healthy situation to have. Big
hit to the side of the cage. It's popped out to the blue line, now out to center, 2-on-1 for the Flames. In over the offensive line is Michael Lichtenthal with his shot that goes just wide of the cage. Around the boards it goes. Lichtenthal in the corner, battling here with Jordan Steck. Steck able to send it to the far corner. Now it's bounced off the wall and out to center, momentarily sent back in now by the Flames. Nathan Milk, who you'll hear a lot of on the broadcast, hustles in after it. The defenseman puts the forecheck on and pushes his man out to center. Able to regroup here will be the Flames with 1 pass ahead that is in the legs and behind Kyle Roche. That'll lead to an icing.
And so far we're off to a kind of a slow start here. Each team trying to get a feel for each other. And it's going to be interesting to see how each one of these teams, if it's going to get into a physical affair or if they're going to try and open up the scoring in that area a little bit and get some scoring opportunities. We'll have to wait and see.
Face off to the right of Luke Freiling. He watches his team win the face-off as it will be Michael Stevens going back in the corner to retreat. Sent to the point. Long shot is tapped into the far corner. Milk is there to play it off the wall. Back to the point it goes. Wristers right on goal. Freiling had to kick that one to the side. And the Flames will break out to center. Pass up ahead, looking for Ryan Liljanich. Getting in after it is Cameron Panaro. Panaro puts the forecheck on. Now Iroquois Alden plays it off the far boards. Milk able to step up and send it right back in to the visitors' end. We get our first look at Ethan Iozia as he tries to clear it off the wall. Now Iozia will retreat and play it off the far boards. Milk not able to keep it in there. I beg your pardon, that's Lichtenthal on the far blue line. Either way, it'll be icing coming back down the length of the ice.
And I think, as you mentioned, Jack, Will East is coming in here with a 3-game winning streak in that. And interestingly, Iroquois Alden, out of the 4 games that they've played since the beginning of the new year, 2 of them, I should say, of the 4 games that were scheduled, only 2 have been played. This is their 3rd game that they've played. 2 were canceled.
And the other 2 being losses for Iroquois Alden. So looking for their first victory is that of the year.
Of the year, that is correct.
Out to center, here's an opportunity. In over the line is Colin Harrington with a shot. Saved by Freiling. Rebound, Harrington's there as well. Couldn't get the handle on the rebound. Over behind the net, it's taken away by the Flames. To the near boards, Caden Cavalieri comes away with it. Cavalieri with speed through the neutral zone. Tries to beat his man out wide. It's taken off his stick. And out to center it goes. Poked ahead by Iroquois Alden's Kevin Ryman. And out to center it goes. Cavalieri with it again. Cavalieri tries to find his man in the zone. Here's an opportunity for Julian Hamilton. He scores! Julian Hamilton buries it. 1-0 Williamsville. Williamsville East.
Boy, there was no hesitation, no nothing. He just let go on that shot and really did a great job to get that puck past him. And that puts the home team up 1-0.
Caden Cavalieri, I believe, should get credit for an assist on that one, as he was all alone behind the defense with Julian Hamilton, who gets the goal just about 4 minutes, under 4, 3.5 into play here in the first period. And another opportunity, long shot is taken from the far side by Nick Mendola. 1-0 our score, face-off coming up inside Iroquois Alden territory.
And interestingly on the goal, he is a right-handed shot, so he let it go from his strong side.
So Hamilton gets credit for the goal, of course. Cavalieri gets the assist, and that'll be it. Cavalieri goes after the puck in the offensive end, not able to get it. Stepping up here will be Michael Stevens in over the offensive blue line, offside.
And it's been a little, for lack of a better term, it's been a little choppy here in the beginning, meaning the fact that they are trying to get in sync here to get some a good pace going here in this game. We've had several whistles already. 13-16 remaining here, 1-0. Will East leading.
Poked into the offensive end for Iroquois Alden. Luke Freiling says, I'll hang on to that one, and we'll have another face-off.
And we get another whistle here. So, again, the team's here just trying to really get settled down here a little bit and get a pace going. So we'll see how things go here as the time ticks on here.
Folks, if you make your way down to the Northtown Center this season, I do recommend the chicken fingers, and I can't wait to get my hand on them during the first intermission, as I know our camera operator, Russ Biscagli, also had some during the intermission between the first and second game as well. Go ahead, show some love to the facility operators here at the Northtown Center. Into the offensive end, the Flames have it in the corner. Battling along the wall. Without a student section blocking the front couple rows, we can see the near corner in this game, different from the game prior. Caden Cavalieri, I beg your pardon, this will be Ryan Liljanich, will send it out through the neutral zone, tapped up ahead as Zach Jacobson goes after it. Into the offensive end, Williamsville East sends it in again. Liljanich puts the pressure on. It's held in momentarily at the blue line, and still turning is Peter Nostrand with a shot that goes wide of the cage. Liljanich at the half wall, fires it towards the middle again. That gets blocked. Body gets run over. No penalty called. Long shot from the point. Came off the stick of Michael Stevens with Nostrand in front, but it went just wide of the cage, and we'll have another icing called. Randy, it's been pretty much all Williamsville East.
So far, unfortunately, Iroquois Alden has not been able to get the puck down in the Will East end of the ice, and it's been a little frustrating for him so far. But again, we're early in the game here, so we'll see how things go as the time ticks on.
They move the face off to the right of the goaltender Derek Hirsch, who we get our first look at here. 5'11", 195 he weighs in at, the senior from Iroquois Alden. Back to the point, face-off is won by Williamsville East. Getting a shot there was Nathan Milk that goes wide to the right. In the corner, stepping out into the zone is Scioli. Scioli's backhander went wide of the cage. Stevens will try to hold it in. He won't be able to do so. Pressure comes here for Iroquois Alden as they go the length of the ice. Nathan Milk will get there first. Milk turns the corner, plays it off the wall, tried to play it to himself. A body got in the way of that. Milk will retreat and do the same thing now out to center. 2-on-1 for the Flames. Milk on the shot goes high and wide and rings around back to the point. Long clapper is patted away. Another save made by Hirsch as he gets peppered here early in the first period. Near side half wall, it's battled for. Coming away with it are the Flames, still with possession, and now getting it knocked off his stick was Kyle Roche. Out to the far blue line now, still in, a knockdown with a high stick. Yeah, that'll come down with a face-off. And some extracurriculars as well.
As a couple players take exception, and cooler heads have prevailed here.
See Wilmer Froman in there, 6'2" senior defenseman for Iroquois Alden, mixing it up after the play.
That's a tall guy would not want to, because you throw some skates on that guy and he goes up then about 6'4".
Face-off in the offensive end, won by Iroquois Alden. Rister from the point gets blocked in front. Out to center, Nick Mendola has it. Mendola over the red line, now the blue. at the far hash marks, couldn't keep it. Out to center it goes. Tapped ahead and back into Iroquois Alden territory. Here's Caden Cavalieri with a wrister. Save made. Rebound. Cavalieri couldn't get a stick on it. Stepping up now with a backhander with Hamilton, and he got that one stopped. Out to center it goes. With speed is Jet Molzuski. Molzuski will play it into the offensive end and have him stripped of the puck. Williamsville East does. Cavalieri looked for an outlet pass. It missed his man on the far side, Ethan Scallione. And Cavalieri will regroup here. Cavalieri gets bumped off the puck and out to center it goes, where Sam Starker will regroup with his squad from their own line. Tapped into the neutral zone, taken away here by Williamsville East. They play it to the far blue line, where stepping up and stealing it is Ethan Iozia. Iozia's wrister goes wide left and goes to the far boards. Ryan Sislo plays it behind the net. Coming away with it is Nick Mandola. Now Hamilton, our goal scorer so far tonight. Hamilton had it bumped off the puck. Good defense from Iozia. Nostrand putting a body on in the corner. Won't be able to win possession. He'll just send it around the boards. Stepping up for the Flames is number 14, Hoffman. Behind the net, Nostrand will put the forecheck on. Back to the point, not able to hold it in are the Flames, but Hoffman will regroup, try to play it ahead as his team checks back up on side. Now an opportunity for the Flames in behind the defense. They score! Zach Jacobson picks his corner on the steal.
Breakaway shot going in there, and he was determined. Never missed a beat on that, and just buried that puck. So it's a quick 2-0 lead here for Will East over Iroquois Alden.
At this point, Iroquois Alden needs to get something to build some momentum off of, as it's just been Williamsville East all game. 2-0 the score now, and we've only played 7.5 minutes. In front, the shot back, and they score! Braden Axelson on the backhander on the rebound, brings it within one.
Well, away very quickly, and Iroquois Alden got a quick goal there. Came right back down and cut the lead in half, 1-1 or 2-1.
So Nostrand gets an assist on the Jacobson goal. We'll wait to hear how the how the first goal reads for Iroquois Alden. We've got a 2-1 hockey game. Ask and ye shall receive, Randy. I asked for some momentum. We got more than momentum. We got a goal right away. 2 goals within the span of less than a minute. Now out to center, Nathan Milk with plenty of speed and a head full of steam as he got taken down. Wrister from the side, held by the goalkeeper, Hirsch.
And I know Hirsch wishes he had at least one of those 2 goals back that have been scored by Will East. I know he was not happy with that second goal he gave up. So we'll have to just wait and see what he does as the game progresses here.
Face off to the right of Hirsch. It'll be number 20, Kyle Roche, on the draw for Williamsville East. He will tie up his man and win it. Back to the point, Michael Lichtenthal off the boards. Tapped by a high stick, now knocked down by Iroquois Alden. It negates the whistle. Out to center, it's kicked. Now in behind the defense, Jeff Melzuski. Melzuski with a move around the defense, got thrown down. Big play there by the defenseman, Ethan Scallione. Out to center, it's sent in by the Flames off the far wall. Out to the front of the net. Puck sitting there, backhander right on. Save made, rebound. They battle for it on the side of the cage. It's still loose. Puck battled for. Now finally it'll be Michael Capozzi getting it out of danger. Long shot from Williamsville East will go to the far boards. Now out to center, it's sent. It goes off of the skate of Michael Lichtenthal, negating the icing. Lichtenthal has to hustle after it himself. He lost an edge in the corner. Iroquois Alden will take possession in the offensive end. Now Cavalieri steps up, steals it away. Caden Cavalieri 1-on-4, tries to dance around a man. Good defensive work by Froman. Now Cavalieri steals it back again. Cavalieri wrap header out in front, and they can't get a stick on it. It was Zach Jacobson there looking for his second. Cavalieri all over the ice tonight. Stole in front, backhand shot. Save made by Freiling. Cavalieri with it on the far wing. His pace really picks up in the second half of the first period. Cavalieri tries to toe drag around his man, still has possession. Now he got bumped off the puck as 4 blue jerseys collapse on number 11 in white. Out to center. Other way, Colin Harrington behind the defense. In front, the shot. Oh, what a save by Luke Freiling. He got the left pad down on the ice and stopped the best goal scorer.
People out there, that was a huge, absolute huge save. On that Iroquois goal, they credit the goal to Kevin Ryman, with the assist going to number 20, Braden Axelson, and number 23, Colin Harrington.
So I beg your pardon, it will not be Axelson getting the goal. There were 3 jerseys in front of that net on that quick goal the other way. Now here comes Iroquois Alden with a wrist shot that goes wide of the cage to the right off the stick of Wilmer Froman. Peter Nostrand picks it up for the Flames behind the cage, turns and fires it off the glass and out of play.
And Jack, don't feel bad. I had the same guy. I thought that's who scored the goal as well, the same as what you did. I had to wait, and that's why I waited for the announcement to be made of who they officially gave the goal to, because there was 3 players in front of that net, and all that's important for Iroquois Alden is the puck, or I should say for Will East, the puck went in the net.
2-1 is where we stand in a high-paced first period of play. We wanted goals. We got them, Randy. Already 1 more goal than we had in the first contest, and we're still here with 6:40 to play as we've got a whistle on the ice. This may be a penalty. No, this will just be an icing call that'll bring the face-off inside Iroquois Alden territory.
And the pace has picked up on the game here. The players really have been skating back and forth. They've picked up a good pace here. There's been some hits in the game, so they're picking it up here. They're getting a good deal going here.
Face-off to the right of Hirsch is won by the Flames. Pass to the near side, looking for Michael Stevens, is a bit in front of him. He steps up to keep it involved. Now back to the point. Milk had to get a skate on it before it was Sam Starker who came streaking through the middle. Nostrand taps it ahead and goes after it himself inside the offensive zone. Nostrand puts a body on the boards as it was Ethan Iozia who took the brunt of that one. Now Iozia will steal it back after popping to his feet and clears it out to center off of the stick of number 7, Carter Speranza. Inside Williamsville East territory, they will regroup with Ryan Liljanich. Liljanich dances around a man in his own end, out to center, lost possession though. Tries to run over the man that took it from him, couldn't do it. Out to center, it's tapped ahead. Here come the Flames with Mike Scioli's shot that goes high and wide. Iroquois Alden regroups, pass out to center, one-on-one opportunity, it's Kevin Ryman. Ryman's shot, save and rebound! Tapped away by Nathan Milk. I believe it was Axelson who was there to try to tap it home. Now the other way again. Mike Scioli will send it out to center. However, Iroquois Alden has to touch up before they can grab the puck. Michael Stevens sends one into the offensive end. It misses the cage. However, he stepped over the red line before sending it in. No icing. Scioli's down there battling for it along with Peter Nostrand. Now battling for it along the near boards was Brady Mobus. And the Flames end. In the corner, both teams slowing up a bit here with 5 minutes to go in the first period of play. And the Flames end pass out in front, just missed Axelson, who was standing there in the slot. Back to the point it goes. Falling was an Iroquois Alden player at the point. However, they keep it in play. Stepping up with a fake slap shot there was Willimer Froman. Froman dances in the corner, avoids a check. Now lost possession, but Froman gets it right back again. Froman sends a backhander behind the cage, and now Williamsville East will get it. Mike Scioli with speed through the neutral zone sends a floater, almost a knuckle puck there as it went just over the cage where Derek Hirsch was tending. In the corner, it's won by Nick Mendola. Mendola had it taken off his stick, and Froman will clear it the length of the ice. This one will come right back on an icing.
So there's been some opportunities here for Iroquois Alden and yet they have not been able to convert it. So they're getting some good chances here. They've just got to get their stick down on that ice a little bit more to get the deflections in.
Cavalieri on the draw for Williamsville East. Not able to win it. Good face-off win there by number 22, Sam Starker. The 6'1 center for Iroquois Alden won that draw. Out to center, it's pinballed around and into Williamsville East territory it goes. Giveaway. Here's an opportunity. The shot goes just wide of the cage off the stick of Jet Milzewski. Kept in by Iroquois Alden. Milzewski goes after it in the near boards. Milzewski beats Cavalieri to the puck, and now will go into the corner. I beg your pardon, Cavalieri now battles for the puck behind the net, and he gets some help there from Noah Hoffman. Along the near wall, it comes back to the point. Pass to the far circle, the shot. Save made Freiling. Rebound save again. Another save, and Freiling will put a paw on it with 3:32 to go in the first period.
You know, Jack, you got goalies at both ends who like to wander a little bit out of their net, and they make life an adventure when they go to make a save. And I like that. I like that style. It's a little bit different. And it's not that they're not playing their position, but they like to get involved in the play a little bit.
Face-off won by Iroquois Alden. Shot goes off a body into the corner. Peter Nostrand plays it around the wall. Kevin Ryman there as well for Iroquois Alden. He sends it back around to the other side. Nostrand taps it ahead into the offensive territory. Hustling after it here is Ryan Liljanich. He puts the forecheck on. Puck stays in the offensive end for the Flames. It goes off with the goalkeeper on the bench for Iroquois Alden. That will draw a whistle.
And again, we've had a pretty good pace here going on back and forth here. It's 2-1, 3:11 remaining here in the first period. And we got the face-off just to the right of the Iroquois Alden net.
Shot from the far hash marks by Nostrand right into the glove of Hirsch. He gets applauded by his fans from the stands. 3:07 to go in the first period, and they'll do it again. Liljanich on the draw, able to win that one cleanly. Lichtenthal's wrister from the point goes through everybody, and now to the far point. Nathan Milk sends it to the corner. Liljanich pops free with it. Liljanich looking to play it back to the point for Milk. He fell over. Good work there from Kevin Ryman to steal it away. Out to center and in the offensive zone. Harrington's shot pad saved by Freiling. It stays in the offensive end for Iroquois Alden. Pops up in the air. Now out to center it goes. Having to retreat here for the team in blue is Ryman. Out to the near side. Jet Milzewski cuts through everybody. Milzewski, backhand shot, they score! Kevin Ryman ties it at 2.
And I'll tell you, striking, and right now we've got a 2-2 game. Iroquois Alden has come back from that 2-0 hole that they found themselves in a couple of minutes ago, and they have tied the game now 2-2 with 2:31 remaining here in the first period.
Just like that, you want fireworks? We got them. 2-2 is our score. 2:26 to go in the opening frame of play. We have an offsides whistle. So yeah, Ryman gets his second goal of the game here. We had movement behind the face-off dot, so they're going to toss the Iroquois Alden player out of it, as it was Jet Milzewski getting in the way. Milzewski able to step in and win the draw. How about that? You don't see that often at the high school level. Down in the corner it goes. Mike Scioli battling for it. He got squeezed out. Pop to center. Stepping up was a flame in Ethan Scallione. He couldn't keep it in the offensive end, so Michael Stevens will circle back defensively. Milzewski bearing down on him. Stevens turns away, plays it off the wall, and out to center it goes. Mike Scioli in the offensive end left it for a trailer. No one was there with him. Now out to center. It's tapped just too far ahead off the stick of Carter Speranza. The length of the ice for an icing.
And go figure, Jack. Leading scorer in the league, Harrington, gets 2 more assists tonight.
It's just the first period, Randy.
And it's just the first period for this young man. So he now has 38 points on the season.
Wow. 12 games played. Well, 11 and a third games played. Long shot from the point. Lichtenthal had it robbed from him as it went in the air. Hirsch reached up and snagged it. So, Randy, what was the reading of that second Iroquois Alden goal?
They gave, let's see, it was scored by Ryman, and the only assist went to Colin Harrington.
There you have it.
That was it.
Axelson left out on the second Iroquois Alden goal. He had an assist on the first. The second reads the same without Braden. Out to center, it's tapped ahead. Stolen away by the Flames and Lichtenthal, who plays it out to center. Cavalieri able to knock it down out of midair. Tries to keep it in possession for the Flames, not able to do so. Kevin Ryman the other way, looking for goal number 3 of the period. Sent it to the front of the net. Crashing there was Colin Harrington. Now out to center the other way. Julian Hamilton, a goal scorer for Williamsville East, tries to get another, but he is stopped before he could get beyond the blue line. Resetting defensively are the Flames as a shot is sent from center ice on goal by Colin Harrington. The Flames will reset and regroup. Cavalieri with space. Cavalieri 2-on-3 with a shot that got blocked. Cavalieri still somehow had possession there. Iroquois Alden now regroups. Out to center. Starker tried to take that one through the neutral zone. Cavalieri's going to have another opportunity. Laid it to the center of the ice. Mendola got hit off the puck. Still had possession. Mendola from his knees with a shot. That one just went wide. Into the corner it goes. Michael Capozzi tried to send it around the boards. Out less than 30 seconds to go in the period. Hits in front of us on the near boards. Brings the puck back in to Iroquois Alden territory. Cavalieri looked like he tried to hit that one out of midair. Wasn't able to corral it like Giancarlo Stanton. Inside offensive territory, Iroquois Alden will battle for it along the far corner. With under 10 to play in the period, Cavalieri will fling it off the boards. Wrister from the point gets knocked down on its way, and now out to center. That'll do it for period number 1. 2-2 is our score. Goals from Hamilton and number 29 of Williamsville East. I beg your pardon, Jacobson. 26 got the goal. Wrote it down wrong. And Iroquois Alden's Ryman gets 2. That's where we stand. We'll see you back for period number 2 and a recap of period number 1 and more. Right here, you're watching Thursday Night Hockey in the Fed on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF. And...
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48 hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
We're back at the Northtown Center. Iroquois Alden and Williamsville East tied at 2 apiece after 17 minutes of play. Goals for Williamsville East, scored by Julian Hamilton and Zach Jacobson, and a pair from Kevin Ryman as Iroquois Alden tied it up. Randy Schultz, Jack Cruiser, Western New York Athletics here at the Northtown Center. Randy, what can we expect out of period number 2?
Well, first I was just going to say in analyzing period number 1, it was a period of wishes. You wished for a goal or to get, Iroquois Alden to get going, and boom, you got it within a few seconds of all that. I wanted at least to see something going from both end to the other, and we got that as well. So no further questions. What can we expect this period? I think a lot of the same. I really do. I think both teams now know exactly what they have and they know what they got to do. And I think you're going to see a lot more, and you may even see a little bit more hitting out there as well. I'm not promoting that, but I think you will see just a little bit more of that. Actually, you try to get a little bit patient too out there. To set some plays up, get some players going in front of the net. That's exactly how Iroquois Alden got one of their goals. So I think you're going to see a good, well-balanced attack here in the second period, and who knows? We got a 2-2 game here, another tie. Holy cow, another tie. Can't have that. Cannot have that.
Face-off won by Williamsville East. They take it with Caden Cavalieri with speed off the draw into the offensive zone. Back to the point. It's held in with a long wrist shot that's knocked down in front of the net. Ryman with a pass out to center. In behind the defense was Axelson. He couldn't get the puck up, though. Iroquois Alden skates back. Colin Harrington with it. Plays it off the wall. Ryman in behind the defense. Ryman with a shot. Save made. And he had Axelson to his left. Decided to take the shot himself. Long shot from the point gets knocked down in front. Mendola will play it off the boards as there's a little more body checking, like you said, Randy, here in period number 2. Set into the Iroquois Alden end. Turning with it now is Ryman. Looking for an outlet pass along the far boards. It will skate out to center. Axelson pokes it to the near boards. Mendola crushes against the wall as Axelson got his body on him. Cavalieri in the corner with Mendola at the point, but it will be Kevin Ryman out to center. Pass ahead just off the stick of Braden Axelson. Now turning with it is Starker. He got dropped in his own end. How about Michael Lichtenthal laying the body on Sam Starker? Now out to center the other way and into the offensive zone. You see Brady Mobus, who takes it behind the goal line. Mobus puts the brakes on and has it against the boards. Mobus gets some help from Cameron Panaro. Back to the point, Lichtenthal takes a wrister through traffic. It got knocked down by someone from Iroquois Alden. Out to center. No, stolen by the shot from Peter Nostrand. That one just went wide. He picked it off at the blue line, had a clapper just wide of the cage. Lichtenthal able to keep it in momentarily. Now out to center. Here comes Jet Molzuski. Molzuski on the forehand with his shot. Just beat Freiling, but it went high and wide. Peter Nostrand tried to play it out. It's held in, however, by number 12, Ethan Iozia on the far boards. Now there, like you said, Randy, body checks everywhere. Anyone that touches the puck, there's someone from the opposing team looking to take the body on him. Out to center, it's set ahead for Molzuski. Misses him. Now he'll skate with Lichtenthal into the corner, but it will be an icing called.
It was the right idea. Unfortunately, they didn't connect on it, but they had the right idea to get the pass out there. He had to take it back like a backhand, and it was very difficult for him to handle, so I can see why that ended up as icing. And now the faceoff comes deep in the Iroquois Alden end.
Just over 2 minutes into the second period of play. No score here in the second. It is 2-2 total. Shot from the point goes to the far corner and rung around the boards behind the net. Iroquois Alden will try to win the battle along the near wall, and they will do so. However, keeping it in for the Flames will be Jack Stanfield. Now out to center, Nathan Milk has it. Foot on the red line sends it in on goal, and it's a save by Derek Hirsch, his first of the period from distance. Backhanded again, right on goal. Hirsch has to be ready for that one. Maybe Williamsville East thinks they're shooting threes here from beyond the blue line. That one's knocked down, and another shot goes far wide. Behind the net, they've still got it, the Flames do, up against the boards. Lichtenthal is there, battling for it. Now it will be Iroquois Alden's Gavin Beck who skates it away. However, good step by Nathan Milk to keep it in the offensive end. Around the boards to Jack Stanfield, who sends it back the other way. Mike Scioli sends it behind the goal line. Good shift here by the Flames as they'll get some changes while they have possession in the offensive end. Mendola battling for it along the boards. Puck goes to the corner. All the players are piled up against each other behind the net. Now out to center. Iroquois Alden will take it away. A man advantage after two Iroquois Alden players were kept in the offensive end. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Cavalieri at the front of the net. Cavalieri lost control. Oh, and he didn't know where the puck was. Hirsch just laid down on it and got the whistle to go after Cavalieri was all alone in front of the cage.
I don't think anybody knew where that puck was for a couple of seconds there because I thought the goalie had it. Then I lost it in the corner, and that's where the puck ended up, and that's where the play ended. So, again, a nice shifter by Will East, and to put some pressure on that Iroquois Alden team, and the faceoff will be deep in their end.
Face-off won by the Flames. They'll keep possession as it goes now behind the cage. Julian Hamilton pokes it to Caden Cavalieri. He lost control. Ryman will send it out to center. And finally, Iroquois Alden will get a chance to get out of their own end. However, right back the other way, the Flames have it. Jeffrey Vallone with a shot. Save made.
And again, just one of the things here, I'm sure this is the rink that Will East practices in, so I have a feeling they know the play on these boards a little bit better than what Iroquois Alden does too. So they may be just making some wild shots, hoping that a ricochet will come off there and end up in the net.
Pass behind the net, trying the wraparound was Hamilton, and keeping his pad against the ice was Derek Hirsch, and he'll hang on for a whistle. So Derek Hirsch, one of two goaltenders on the roster, I beg your pardon, one of three goaltenders on the roster for Iroquois Alden, the senior most member, as they've got Reed Ostrowski, who's a junior, Jacob Kilger-Lorenzen, a sophomore, Williamsville East, the senior most goaltender on their roster. Luke Freiling gets the start today. Andrew Jacobson, a junior, awaits on the bench. Face-off to the right of Hirsch is won by Iroquois Alden. They try to get it out to center, but they won't be able to do it as Michael Lichtenthal stood in their way. To the near boards it goes. No Flame is there to get it. Iroquois Alden will try to send it up off the wall, and they will. Now out to center it goes in front of the Iroquois Alden bench. Axelson puts a body on a man in front of his own bench, and the shot came from, again, center ice. Freiling had to hang on to that one. Lost sight of it, lost possession of it, had to take off his glove to get that one out.
And really, the Iroquois Alden team, they do have several seniors on their team, but from what my count is here, I believe it's 6 seniors on that lineup, and the rest of them is pretty well balanced between sophomores and juniors.
Out to center, Nathan Milk with speed. Nostrand to his left, Nostrand slows up. Along the boards, pinned against the wall. They wait for it to pop free. Now back to the point it goes, trying to keep it in as Liljanich. It comes out, Ryan Liljanich, wrist shot. What a glove save there by Derek Hirsch.
And I remember in an earlier game talking about Nathan Milk, and I know you've mentioned his name several times. Once again, he planted himself in front of that Iroquois Alden goalie, and he took a beating in there for a few seconds. He was getting chucked from behind and a couple whacks on his legs, and so he's hanging in there trying to get those goals for his team.
Kept into the offensive end.
Or as we used to say about Phil Esposito, get those cheap goals.
And we're going to have a penalty here. A cross-checking call is made as a player got hit against the boards behind the cage. We'll see who it's going to go to. It's going to go to Will East's Ryan Liljanich, it looks like. So he'll sit in the box for 2 minutes for cross-checking. That will send Iroquois Alden to the power play with 11:50 to go in the second period.
So we will see what kind of a power play here that Iroquois Alden has, and we'll see what they do and how patient they are to set the plays up on this thing, because right now this could be a turning point for them to try and get a goal here on Will East.
Let me tell you, Randy, this is one of the most star-studded power plays in Western New York. 3 of the top 5 point scorers in the region are on this ice surface right now on the power play unit for Iroquois Alden, that being Colin Harrington, Braden Axelson, Sam Starker, all in the top 5 in scoring. Here is Harrington. Cavalieri out there defensively, as is Peter Nostrand. Really a star-studded lineup on the ice for both teams. Cavalieri, Nostrand, Nathan Milk out there with Mendola defensively for the Flames. Turning is Axelson in the corner. Good work defensively by Cavalieri. Now it's shot in front, and it goes into the net. Shot was taken from the far boards. It was knocked up. Luke Freiling had no idea where the puck was.
If it was, well, yeah, now it looks like who was taking the credit for the goal, but Harrington was floating right there in front as well, and he took a swing at the puck, but I do believe the puck was already in the net when he took the swing at it, and so that's, he should get some kind of credit on here. I will be listening to that to see who gets the goal on this, but a very costly penalty for Will East.
Well, after suffering the first 2 goals against in this game, Iroquois Alden has come all the way back and then some. They're now up 3-2, and they'll have a face-off inside Williamsville East territory after the icing.
And they are playing with a little bit more confidence out there right now. I think they were a little shell-shocked in the initial few minutes there when they fell behind 2-0. But as you wished, they got that quick goal right after that second goal, and that really put them right back in the game.
Starker tied up on the face-off draw. It goes back to the point. Rister goes wide of the cage, trying to hack it in front as Harrington. Then it's lifted high and out of play. And they won't have a delay of game penalty here as it went off the boards. Harrington will get credit for the goal at least. So there you have it. Colin Harrington with the assist going to Braden Axelson, and Ethan Iozia with the secondary marker on that one. Out to center, Williamsville East almost had numbers and speed, however, allowing Iroquois Alden to get back defensively. Now out the other way, tapped ahead. Here comes Carter Speranza in the offensive zone. Drops it back, clap shot, goes just wide of the cage. Near side point. Plenty of time, backhand floater to the front of the net. It's knocked down and taken away by the Flames. Out to center, too far ahead of Cameron Panaro, but he got it back off the mishandle from Iroquois Alden. Panaro spinning his way to the ground, lost control of it. It's rung around the boards. Near side, stepping up are the Flames to keep it in offensively. Down below the net, pass trying to go back in front for Mike Scioli. Now to the far side, back to the point. Milk is going to have to retreat as Iroquois Alden brings it out to center. Michael Stevens steps up for the Flames. Stevens drops it back. Nathan Milk fires a stretch pass ahead. That's just out of the reach of his compadre in Scioli. Back to the point, it's held in. Wrist shot tipped just over the net, as in front of the net was Julian Hamilton, who was looking for number 2. Iroquois Alden's just going to clap this one the length. That'll be an icing. 9:35 to go in the middle frame. 3-2 is our score.
Didn't really blame them on that one. I think they just wanted to get that puck out of their zone for a few seconds, put some fresh legs out there, and then try to get control of the puck again. It is 3-2 here, 9:35 remaining here in the second period. Again, Iroquois Alden just took the lead here on a very costly penalty by Williamsville East. That was a huge power play goal for Iroquois Alden.
I'm sure if you're Williamsville East, however, you're not too worried as there's still plenty of time to be played. You haven't lost a divisional game yet this season. 5-0 in ECIC 2. You've scored plenty of goals. However, you're facing a team that scored plenty more. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity for Iroquois Alden. Harrington's shot, save made by Freiling, and the rebound was just laying in the slot. No one there. Big hit along the boards. Harrington came over and leveled his man. I beg your pardon. That's Braden Axelson, who took out Jeffrey Vallone. In the other way, Cavalieri tries to go through 4, can't do it. He's tied up, but somehow still has the puck. Cavalieri tried to center it to the front. It got knocked down. Back to the point it goes. Lichtenthal will get possession. Cavalieri checks up onside. However, Iroquois Alden takes possession with Axelson, who got crunched by Lichtenthal. Now Ryman centering the pass, goes back to the point. Stepping up with a wrister, gets blocked in a sea of bodies. Now Ryman in the corner. Plays it behind the net. Cavalieri picked his pocket. Plays it off the boards. Hamilton taps it ahead, and out to center it goes, where Michael Capozzi will send it back into the offensive end, and Iroquois Alden goes for a wholesale change. Played off the wall by Lichtenthal softly, and sending it right back in is Iroquois Alden. Here we get a look at Ethan Scallione slowing things down for the Flames. Near boards, it's off the stick of Jeffrey Vallone. In the slot, turning with a shot. It's battled for in front of the net, and it is Williamsville East who will get it to the near boards and out of danger. Now a wrister from the point goes just off the stick of number 22, Sam Starker, who was parked in front of the net. Back to the point, another wrister looking for Starker, back door. Cavalieri got his stick on it in the way. Behind the net, pressure continuing to be put on by Iroquois Alden. Puck sitting in front of the net. No one able to get to it except for the Flames and number 26, Zach Jacobson, who's got the most recent Flames goal. Big hip checks and body checks in open ice and along the boards. And we're going to have 2 penalties here, 1 to each squad, it looks like. Oh, it might actually be 2 penalties going against Iroquois Alden. 7:37 to go in the second. This is not the turning point you want if you're Iroquois Alden.
Nope, and I've been just kind of watching things here as you were talking about it, and I'm just trying to see what's going on and who got the extra penalty, because I have a feeling one of these players from Iroquois Alden will be sitting for quite some time.
Jet Molzewski currently sitting in the box alongside Ethan Iozia. And you see the captains, Peter Nostrand and Sam Starker, getting the explanations, along with Colin Harrington, who will report to their coaches. Nostrand pretty happy with the calls, as he's going to end up with a 5-on-3 power play for the full 2 minutes.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you that. And then on top of that, one of the players will be sitting for at least another I'm not sure if it's 5 or if it'll be for 10. I'm not sure.
They've got 2 minutes on the board for each of them, and then that, like you said, that extra penalty, that's what we're waiting on to hear. As you see, number 21, Ryan Sislow. Haven't seen much of him yet today. We'll see him pretty close up here in the penalty box, serving that 3rd penalty. So face off to the right of Hirsch. Williamsville East will set up on a 5-on-3. Nostrand plays it to Stevens with a wrister, goes just wide of the cage. And another shot from the side of the net, as it was the Flames putting the pressure on in front. Now back to the point, Michael Stevens has it. Stevens down low to Stevens up top. Nostrand from the circle, wrister high in the air, goes around the boards and into the Flames' end. 25 seconds gone by in the power play. Liljanich takes his time now as the Flames will regroup. Only 3 skaters out there in blue. Plenty of open ice for the Flames. Michael Stevens takes it himself into the offensive end, slows up and plays it along the half wall. Liljanich behind the red line. Liljanich still with it, back for Nostrand, across ice. Here's an opportunity for Stevens, down low, pass for Cavalieri, save made. Cavalieri still with it behind the net, and now the net's come off its place. So we'll have a whistle, saving Iroquois Alden some damage.
And so far, so good, although I'm impressed. Will East is being very patient, trying to set this up, try to get a quick bang-bang shot in there to see if they can get a game-tying goal here. So we'll see what happens. They send out another unit on the ice to keep this power play going.
Stevens at the point, Nostrand, left circle. Saucer pass across the ice, just out of the range of Caden Cavalieri. Cavalieri, near side, Nostrand, just out of his reach. Back to the point, Nostrand. For Stevens. Stevens, pump fake. Nostrand takes a shot, blocked in front. Not able to clear, however. Stevens to the near side, Liljanich. Pass across crease, there's a shot! Goes just wide of the cage. Liljanich not able to get there. Nostrand keeps it in, however. Pass across ice. Cavalieri with a clapper. Save again by Hirsch and cleared the length of the ice. Freiling lays it for Nostrand with 20 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Nostrand takes it in over the blue line. Nostrand with plenty of speed around behind the net, looking to set up now with 10 to go on the kill. Stevens with a wrister, blocked in front. To the corner it goes. Nostrand, Cavalieri behind the red line. Caden Cavalieri with it as the penalties have expired. Teams back at full strength. Coming back quickly into the field of play are Iroquois Alden players. Now Cavalieri in the far corner, still setting up with the power play unit out there. Liljanich trying to play it back to the point. Michael Stevens will play it off the wall, allow his team to get back defensively before the fresh legs of Iroquois Alden take it into the offensive end. Down by the red line, there's a shot, backhander, they battle for it, goes through the crease and now to the far red line, and the net came off its moorings on this side of the ice, so a face-off.
Huge penalty kill by Iroquois Alden, and I'll tell you, I give a lot of credit to Derek Hirsch in the nets for Iroquois Alden. He made probably about 3 key saves for them during that time when they had they were down 2 players. So again, it's 3-2 here, 5:11 left in the second period. Iroquois Alden leading Will East.
And how about the penalty kill job from Ethan Iozia and Wilmer Froman, who each had a couple of blocks on that kill as well, helping out Hirsch in net. Always nice as a goalkeeper to have a defenseman take the shot instead of you.
And also too, they really forced Will East to the outside to take a lot of their shots. There was nothing really up close that they really had to worry about.
Out to center, Lichtenthal tried to line up Colin Harrington for one, but Harrington sidestepped him. Ryman sends it inside offensive territory. Milk back defensively, taps it behind the net. Lichtenthal there. Stealing it away is Iroquois Alden. Ryman left it for a pass. Maybe should have held onto it himself. How about Nathan Milk with speed? However, he was too fast for the puck and then turns and fires it on goal and heads to the bench. Length of the ice it goes as Iroquois Alden was looking for Harrington along the near boards. Too far ahead of him for an icing. 3-2 is still where we stand after an incredible 5-on-3 penalty kill from Iroquois Alden. 4:17 to go in the second period of play.
And as you have already noted in the game here, this is quite a game for Iroquois Alden so far. They dug themselves a quick hole in the first period, 2-0, and now they've come back with three goals to take the lead here.
Liljanich in on the faceoff dot with Sam Starker. Now Starker gets tossed. It's the second time we've seen that tonight. Jet Milzuski, second time he's won a draw tonight. However, it will be a shot from Iroquois, or I beg your pardon, from East that goes wide of the cage. Now out to center it goes. Stevens plays it off the wall. Nostrand tapped it into the offensive end. Iroquois Alden recovers and sends it out to center again. Nostrand back for Stevens. Ooh, he had a man behind him, but he was able to evade the pressure. And they fire it inside the offensive end, and will send two after it to Forchek, forcing the turnover. Stevens, with it beyond the red line, will send it into the offensive end. Slow moving pace here in the latter stages of the second period. Kept inside the offensive end of the red line, the Flames do. Now behind the net, puck is tapped, and waiting for it there will be number 12, Ethan Scallione, who steps up. There's a turning shot, save made, rebound, the save! Oh, what a save that was from Hirsch. Standing all alone to his right was number 23, Ryan Liljanich. Julian Hamilton battles for it around the boards. Now Nostrand sends it right back around the other way. Liljanich will play it there, but he couldn't get there in time as it was Sam Starker who sent it out to center. Now just about 3 minutes to go in the second period of play. Stevens plays it up ahead. Cavalieri, he has Mendola in the middle, gives it to him. Mendola, the shot! What a save by Hirsch again! Sent around behind the net to the far point. Lichtenthal shot along the ice. Oh, and Hamilton was waiting for it back door, but he just didn't have his stick on the ice. Cavalieri comes down low, the shot! Save made Hirsch again! Now out to center, Iroquois Alden will have it. Braden Axelson 1-on-2. Axelson on his backhander. Takes it to the boards, and he lost possession. Stevens will play it back to the point. It's held in by Iroquois Alden. Axelson behind the net on his backhand. Lifts it up. What a save by Freiling. Wasn't expecting that one, but he got the puck off his shoulder. Now back to the point. There's a long wrister right on Freiling. He makes the save there. And a whistle for a penalty comes against Williamsville East.
You would think they would have learned from the previous one. And he's getting a 10-minute misconduct on that, and plus the 2 minutes for the slash.
Can only assume that's the same call that Ethan Iozia got for Iroquois Alden. He's been sitting in the box for about 8 or so minutes so far.
His coach was looking before, and he was signaling to see if it was 5, and his captain came back going. I saw him going like this with his head going, no, it wasn't. It is, I believe, 10. And
well, we'll have a 2-minute power play here at least with the 10-minute misconduct against number 8, Michael Stevens. That's also one of the better defensemen on this Williamsville East team, so they'll be without one of their best penalty killers. Williamsville East able to win the draw and clear it, however, as they've got a good unit out there now. Sending it in and going after it will be Kyle Roche. Roche puts the pressure on as the goalkeeper Hirsch came out to play it. Roche will try to pick a man's pocket behind the net and almost does so. Iroquois Alden now will get it out with Harrington. Axelson over the line. Sent it to the front of the net, got blocked. behind the net. Still with it, I beg your pardon, Sam Starker. Now to the side, pass in front, goes high and still in play. Behind the net, against the boards, Williamsville East will keep it there as long as they can. Puck is free. Getting it will be Iroquois Alden to the near corner. Nathan Milk will come away with it and fire it all the way down the ice. A minute to play in the power play. With the long change, Williamsville East able to get it. Now Peter Nostrand, fresh legs off the bench. He's got Cavalieri to his left. Shot by Nostrand, just goes wide. Cavalieri behind the net, tried to turn and wrap around. Hirsch on the ground, makes the save, and now pushing and shoving after the whistle. But that gets broken up rather quickly.
And again, it's I know it's frustration from Will East here.
And we're going to get more penalties.
Yes, I believe they are going to call a penalty, and I think they're going to send both players off the ice.
Peter Nostrand and Jet Molzewski make their way to the benches, and now we've got a full house, 5 players in the combined penalty boxes. A lot of talking back to the ref so far.
I'm really not impressed with that at all. I mean, the referee made the call, let it go, take your penalty. If you like setting in the box for an extra 10 minutes, fine, but to me, it's not the smartest move you can make.
Williamsville will be in on the draw for the Flames. It's poked back into the corner. Lilianich still with it. Pass in front. The shot by Cavalieri goes just wide. Back to the point. Cavalieri in front. Lilianich turning with it. Couldn't get his stick on it. Out to center they go with Harrington the other way. 3-on-3. Harrington, far side. Backhand. Pass in front. It's sending in the crease. The backhander still loose. Oh, the Iroquois Alden still can't tap it in. Freiling lost his glove, and the whistle will go because of it.
Wow. We got to take. We got to. Goal. And in this particular case, again, Will East lets that puck just lay there, and unfortunately, Iroquois Alden, they couldn't do anything about it. They couldn't get to it, so it was a scramble there. But again, Iroquois Alden putting some serious pressure on here with Will East.
27 seconds remain on the penalty to Michael Stevens. 5-on-4. It's an advantage for Iroquois Alden. Shot from the near circle off the stick of Ryman. Goes right into the glove. That is now back in place on Luke Freiling.
And like a lot of goalies today, he goes down very quickly on the shots in that, so they have to go high on him if they're going to try and score goals.
Ryman in the slot. Oh, he was looking for number 3 as he's got 2 goals for Iroquois Alden already today. Nathan Milk able to steer it out of danger. Now Lilianich with space. Sends it out to center. Cavalieri knocks it down. Caden Cavalieri behind the defense with a shot. Just goes wide. Thought he buried it. However, it stays out. Now out to center. Cavalieri pokes it ahead again. He'll have another opportunity with 5 seconds to go in the period. Shot! What a glove save by Hirsch. 3 seconds to go in the period. Cavalieri with a pair.
He has made not 1, not 2, I'd say at least almost a half a dozen key saves this period to keep his team in this game and keep them with the lead.
Cavalieri tries to win the draw. It will go to Iroquois Alden, and that'll do it for the second period of play. 3-2 is where we stand. 1 goal scored in the second period. Credit Harrington with that one. We'll come back on the other side of this intermission with a recap of period number 2, our look ahead at the third, and more right here on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Huh. This is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
We're back at the Northtown Center, just about to get underway with period number 3. Iroquois Alden, thanks to a goal from Colin Harrington. Who else to put them on top 3-2 in the second period? Randy, they found themselves down 0-2 early in the first, storm all the way back, tie it going into the first break, and then take the lead after 2.
I'll be honest with you, Jack. I wasn't impressed with Iroquois Alden when they down 2-0. I thought, is this team asleep at the wheel here tonight? Are they not prepared for this game? And then all of a sudden, like within seconds after they gave up that second goal, they go right down to the other end, get that first goal in. Then they just kept clawing away. They get the second goal to pop in, and now they get that third goal, and they take the lead. And I'm, Will East is not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination. And for those viewing the game here tonight, I'll tell you, Jack and I have been lucky. We've had 2 exciting games. This one's got some goals. The last game we did was a 1-1 tie. But this has had some goals. This has had some excitement. And this is far from over. But give a lot of credit. And again, I've mentioned his name more than once. But Derek Hirsch tonight in the nets for Iroquois Alden. You're still marveling over that last big save he made in the second period. You thought it was in the net. The whole Will East bench thought the puck was in the net, and he made the save.
And it's been Caden Cavalieri creating that offense for Williamsville East for a majority of that second period of play. Of course, Peter Nostrand still in the box, taking a 10-minute misconduct penalty as Cavalieri's got another chance, and he scores! Caden Cavalieri!
kind of taken everything on his shoulders in that late in that second period and was trying to lead the charge. He steps right up to the plate and gets this goal, and we are just 15 seconds into the third period here, and we have a tie game between Iroquois Alden and Williamsville East, 3-3.
Julian Hamilton behind the defense has Cavalieri to his right, tried to get it to him. It was broken up neatly defensively by Iroquois Alden. Quickly the other way, Ryman tries to get behind the defense, couldn't do it. Good defensive work there by Ethan Scallione. To the near boards it goes. Scallione throws a check to a man trying to battle for the puck along the corner, and now Nathan Milk will come away with it. To Mendola through the neutral zone. Across the blue line at the half wall. Mendola chips it into the board, steps around a man, wins it. In front, the shot. Oh, what a save by Hirsch. Cavalieri thought he had another.
And Hirsch went right down, had the puck, and then fell right face first on it to smother it to stop the play. And he's the difference maker right now for them. No question about that. But they've got to start picking up their game, and it's only a minute into the period so far.
Cavalieri almost did a move off the face-off dot as he pushed it forward, had a toe drag opportunity. Now at the near side, Cavalieri hacks at it. Hirsch puts a glove on it. Cavalieri creating so much offense here in the later stages of this game.
Cavalieri is like a player possessed down there. He is been hanging around that goal, and he is just really trying to get any shot he can on their net to see if he can get another goal here.
Panaro with Roche and Scioli out there for Williamsville East now. However, it'll be the top line for Iroquois Alden. Carter Speranza went into the offensive end trying to go after the puck, but it's too far ahead of him, an icing.
And we're watching it here, and right off the bat, Iroquois Alden's got to get its act together here, because in these opening seconds here, in this opening couple minutes, they do not seem to be in this game right now.
Stretch pass ahead goes off the body of Jet Milzuski, who ends up corralling it, turning it around. Big hit behind the goaltender. Freiling got involved with that as the Iroquois Alden player was barreling in as Milzuski couldn't slow down. Freiling played the puck. Bodies collide. Puck goes back into the Williamsville East End, and an icing will be called. Caden Cavalieri currently on the bench. You can tell he's one of those players, when he steps over the boards, he makes a difference when he's on the ice, creating offense all by himself.
Absolutely, and he's got those hidden jets, I think, in his skates. He has just got some speed out there, and when he turns it on, you better be really on your guard to try and stop him, because if not, his goal is to get a goal, and he will work his way to that net any way he can.
Look out for this defensive pairing. Taking shots from the point is Milk and Scallione. Love to let it rip from the blue line. Scallione steps in, couldn't keep it in possession for the Flames. Near boards, Milk just put a body on Axelson, and Axelson gave it right back to him. Both bodies hit the deck. Now Peter Nostrand with fresh legs after sitting for a while in the penalty box, puts it on goal and gives a snow shower to the goaltender and gets run over after the whistle. Nostrand now on the bench, or on the floor rather, looking at the official saying, well, why not that for being a penalty?
Absolutely, and I have a tendency to ask that same question, and he's still sitting there like, what happened? He knew what he did. And he also, he just went over to the goalie, tapped him on the pads. I'm not sure what he said to him, but obviously it wasn't anything offensive, because the goalie didn't seem to take any offense by it. So, I mean, I'm sure. But to get clobbered the way he did, wow.
And he came in with plenty of speed all the way from his own hash marks in his own blue line. There's a wrister from Milk that goes just wide. Liljanich behind the net. Plays it back to the point. Milk steps in. Off the wall, Nostrand. Down low, Liljanich looking for Nostrand. It got blocked. Out to the blue line. It's held in by the Flames. Liljanich will go after it. Now off the near boards. Ryman knocked it down. Here's Milzuski. I beg your pardon, Harrington. Harrington put the brakes on. Now he passes it. Ryman on his backhand behind the net. Tried to go back to the near side. Lost control of it. To the near boards it goes. Back to the point. Stepping Up in the play is Iroquois Alden. Big hit by Lichtenthal. Knocks the puck free for Peter Nostrand, who's got speed again. Nostrand behind the defense with a shot. Save made by Hirsch.
And Hirsch stayed with him the whole way. Did not. Braced for the shot coming in.
Still a 3-3 tie, 14:03 to go in the third period of play. Face off to the right of Derek Hirsch. It's still battled for. Finally, it'll be sent out, and the length of the ice, that's coming right back on an icing.
I'm not sure what was happening on that, but Iroquois Alden, I just fired it down there, and I'm questioning why on that. It was a face-off, and all you had to do was win it and get control, bring it around the boards. But we'll try it again and see what happens on this one, see if Iroquois Alden can win the face-off on this.
Kyle Roche and Colin Harrington will line up to take the face-off. Harrington in blue, Roche in white, and Roche will win it. Rister off the draw, coming from the stick of Brady Mobus, goes wide. Hanging on to it on a seemingly innocent play will be Derek Hirsch, causing another whistle.
So again, now the pace of the game has kind of slowed down here a little bit from all the action that was going on earlier here.
Mobus sent a pass to the slot, just missed the stick of Mike Scioli. Down low. Iroquois Alden trying to send it out. Great saucer pass for a breakout there. Looking for the stick of Jet Molzewski. And now here come the Flames. Roche with a wrister. Save made. Rebound. Mobus had a backhander on it that just went wide of the cage to the left. Now Mobus tries to jam it in short side. Lost control of it. Back to the point it goes. To the far boards. Penalty coming up for Iroquois Alden. Hacking at it is Mobus in the slot. And Iroquois Alden touches it up. So a power play coming up for Williamsville East. We've had the lead change twice already. Iroquois Alden falling down 2-0, coming back, taking a 3-2 lead. Cavalieri tying it up here in the early goings, just 15 seconds into this period. Now an opportunity for the Flames to take the lead back again on the power play as Carter Speranza will sit in the box.
And he was called for cross-checking, which is, I believe, about the third cross-checking penalty I've seen in this game. So that is a big call, and that's one of the things that the referees and that are looking at right now are the cross-checking penalties.
Not able to clear it is Iroquois Alden. Turning with the puck is Hamilton. Now back to the point, Nathan Milk. Slows it up, plays it neatly to an open area for his defensive partner Noah Hoffman to step in. Hoffman to the near circle. Cavalieri wrister tried to go high top side. It went over the net. Peter Nostrand turns and creates space. Down low, Julian Hamilton gets the cycle going. Back to the point. Hoffman to Hamilton. Rips one. Save made. Oh, it bounced in the crease, and Nathan Milk stepped up in the play, forcing the puck to go all the way down to his goalkeeper, Freiling. Nathan Milk will stand behind his own cage, let the wingers reset, and now he hits Hamilton to Cavalieri with speed. The captain of the Flames along the near boards pushes it into the corner. Behind the net it goes. Hamilton will try to knock it down. It goes back to the point, Nathan Milk for Hamilton at the near boards. Looking down low for Nostrand, gets it to him. Nostrand putting the turns on in the corner, shakes off his defenseman. Nostrand plays it back for Nathan Milk. Bodies in front. There's a shot. Tipped in front by Cavalieri. In front it sits, and now taken away by Harrington. Harrington with speed. Got it out to center, then lost control. Cavalieri with 40 seconds to go on the power play. Hoffman steps around his check. Cavalieri couldn't bring it in over the line. Bodies collide in front of the Iroquois Alden bench. Cavalieri does a somersault and gets back up on his skates. Well, probably the most athletic thing I've seen a guy do on skates. Somersault right up to standing. And now Hoffman will reset defensively for Williamsville East. 25, make it 20 seconds to go on the power play, as Speranza stands to be released from the box in now just 10 seconds of play. Tapped behind the line. Good forecheck here by Harrington to keep the pressure on the Flames on the breakout. Harrington getting some assistance here from Molzewski as the penalty is now over. Off the far boards, Mendola out to center, gets squeezed out. No penalty called as bodies hit the deck. Fans want them all over the place. Now into the offensive zone the Flames have it, below the goal line. Tapping it behind the net. Far side It was Jack Stanfield standing at the far post who almost had that one to tap in. Under 11 minutes to go in the third period. We're tied 3-3. Below the cage. Battling for it is Liljanich. It'll be Iroquois Alden flipping it off the boards and around the near side. It goes up and over the stick of Lichtenthal. Here's an opportunity behind the defense. Mozuski shot, saved by Freiling. And a penalty's coming up here against the Flames. They won't touch it. Now they will. Power play coming up for Iroquois Alden. 10:28 to go in the third.
Wow. Lots of action from end to end here. But now we'll see Iroquois Alden go on the power play and see what they can do.
Iozia out of the box for Iroquois Alden. Into the box for Williamsville East. Michael Lichtenthal, again, another defensive standout player for Williamsville East, having to serve the penalty, taking out one of your better penalty killers. However, this Williamsville East team, Randy, we know they've got plenty of strong defensemen.
Absolutely. There's no question about that. So to lose one right now, that's not a big thing. But this is a huge power play. It's already cost Willies once tonight. Let's hope and see what happens if they cost them twice.
Face-off won by Willies. They're not able to clear it. Stepping in with a wrister going just wide. It was Gavin Sparfeld. Behind the net, Milk rips it. It got blocked. Milk puts a body on, lifts the stick, and gets the puck to come to the near side. It's played back to the point by Starker. Up top, Clapper into the bodies, and it goes wide of the cage. Around the boards, Sam Starker with a wrister. That got blocked, and now clearing it out of the offensive zone for Iroquois Alden. Killing off more time. 30 seconds gone by on the power play. Wilmer Froman flips it into the offensive end. No one goes after it except Nathan Milk. He'll flip it around off the boards. Setting it up there is Jet Molzuski. Atop, Clapper blocked in front. Goes to the corner off the stick of Sparfeld. Sparfeld another time blocked in front. Oh, that one got tipped by a couple sticks in the lane. Williamsville East just standing watching that go by. Another shot goes off the stick of Milk. Not out of play, however, as it bounces behind the net. Backhanding it out to center, finally clearing it the length of the ice will be Kyle Roche. It goes all the way back, trying to get the stretch pass ahead was Hirsch, but it got blocked by the body of Wilmer Froman. Now here is Harrington. Harrington, as you hear the mouth of Michael Lichtenthal from the penalty box, shouting out instructions to his team, and it worked. They cleared the puck even more after Cavalieri sent it into the offensive end. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Nostrantz trying to kick the puck to himself and almost did. Now out to center. Here comes Iroquois Alden. 3-on-2. Pass goes in between the defender. Now the backhander from the nod angle gets poked away by Freiling. Clearing it out to center just barely are the Flames, with time expiring on Lichtenthal's penalty. And now number 16 exits the penalty box. 8.5 to go in the third period. We're tied at 3. Cavalieri tries to bring it to his own skates. Now the other way. Here comes Molzuski, who got tripped up over the offensive line. Cavalieri will play it back. Milk off the boards. Has speed. Nostrand tried to get it to him. Now Milk's way up in the play. Covering for him, however, will be Ethan Scallione. Far shot from the blue line gets tipped in front, now sent to the near boards. Hamilton flips it high off the window. That'll go the length of the ice. And it will be an icing. 7:52 to go in the third period. It's a 3-3 tie.
So they really, Will East did a decent job killing that penalty. My only complaint about Iroquois Alden on that, they were taking shots from way far out, and they should have moved in just a little bit closer, but then again, that's why I'm sitting here. That's why they're out there playing.
Yeah, I think the top 3 goal scorers in Western New York would like to have a word with you, Randy.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Here comes Williamsville East into the offensive end. Ryan Liljanich on the right side with a shot that goes behind the net to the far side. Point shot gets blocked in front, and a pad save had to be made by Hirsch, as it was number 14, Noah Hoffman, the freshman defenseman, letting that one rip from the far point. How about Hoffman getting some power play time earlier in this one as well as the freshman? Behind the cage it goes. Liljanich comes away with the puck. Ryan Liljanich starts the circle. Atop the key now. To the near side it goes into the corner. Mendola will come away with it. Mendola tried to play back to the point, and he does. Lichtenthal fires it to the corner. Lilianich is there behind the net. It's battled for and taken away now by Michael Capozzi, and Capozzi will skate it out to center. Capozzi, squeezed out by Mendola, still has possession. Capozzi, backhander to the slot, as he was looking for Gavin Beck, but it just went behind him. Along the far boards. Mendola had his pocket picked. Man got taken down by his own teammate's stick. Fans wanted a trip, but it was his own guy who got him down, forcing the turnover. Lilianich faked a clapper as he entered the offensive zone. Now behind the net, Lilianich still with possession. Puck possession, definitely a key of emphasis in the latter goings of this third period. Lilianich still controlling possession. He gets some help there from his teammate Zach Jacobson. Back to the point it goes and out to center as it's Harrington with the Jets and the moves. Harrington tried to weave his way into the offensive end. Got some help from Ryman. He left it there. Now Nostrand the other way. Nostrand along the left wing. Crosses the blue line, and then the puck did not. Jacobson brought it back in offside.
And I'm watching the Iroquois player, Kevin Ryman. He got hit along the boards. He went down, and when he had trouble getting up off the ice, and then he hobbled over to the bench. He was favoring one leg there. So we'll see what happens here. He's going to go sit down and just rest for a couple minutes here. Hopefully he is okay.
Not the player you want on the bench if you're Iroquois Alden. He's got 2 of your 3 goals so far today. The only other more impressive player statistically has been Colin Harrington, who had a secondary assist, a primary assist, and then a goal to go up 3-2. Of course, Cavalieri ties it in the early goings of the third. Harrington 3 points on 3 goals scored for Iroquois Alden as the #1 scorer in Western New York continues his terror this season. Into the offensive zone it goes for Iroquois Alden. Carter Speranza chips it to the corner. Lichtenthal is there for East. He squeezes out his man, and now we've got a whistle. Perhaps a penalty called here. Nope, Lichtenthal just lost his lid. 5:35 to go in the third period of play. The Flames will make a wholesale change. Iroquois Alden will keep their lineup out there. 3-3 tie. Still looking for that game-winning goal. We didn't get it in the first game. A 1-1 tie, that one ended. Let's hope we get one here. I don't care which team it is. I just want to have a game-winning goal in this one. Sent around to the far point. Keeping it in play is Ethan Iozia. He sends it right around the other way. Going after it here is Malzewski. Sending it to the front of the net. Saved by Freiling. And now the other way. Roche out to center with speed. Roche on his left side. Couldn't keep control. Behind the cage it goes for Scioli. Turning out in front. Couldn't get it there. Back to the point it goes. Rister from Milk got blocked in the lane. Trying to steal it back again is Cameron Panaro. Panaro behind the red line. Not able to keep it in play as it bounced over the stick of Michael Stevens, the length of the ice. However, it's coming right back. Under 5 minutes to go in the third. Face-off inside Iroquois Alden territory.
And if I'm both these goaltenders for this team, these teams, I'd make sure my glove is working very well and I can see the puck. Don't give up rebounds. That can be the worst thing you can do right now is to give up a rebound that comes in there because these guys will be crashing that net and looking for those.
And credit defensively, both teams doing a nice job of limiting the second chance opportunities, boxing out, if you will, to bring basketball terms into it. But off those rebounds we've seen, the puck would just sit in the slot for 5-6 seconds before anyone can get a handle on it, and that comes on both ends of the ice.
Right, exactly, and that's what I'm just saying. It's one thing I noticed about Hirsch is that he, this period, has given up 2 or 3 big rebounds, and against this team like Will East, who've got some goal scorers on it and some snipers, you don't want to do that as they're floating around.
Into the offensive end it was momentarily. Lilianich one pass ahead. Here's Mendola. Shot save made by Hirsch. Into the corner it goes. Battled for along the half wall. Lilianich puts a body on a man now as Jordan Steck got bodied there. Lilianich steps around a man. Turning shot goes into the corner. Ryman off the wall. Stolen away. Lilianich. Rister goes above the net and he'll head right to the bench. No, he'll actually stay out there. Mendola turning, keeping possession, sending it to the near corner.
He may want to go to the bench, but he's not going to the bench yet. And I thought the same thing. I thought he was going to the bench, and all of a sudden the puck came at him, and he just stayed out there. Now he's going to the bench.
That lineup out there for East just seemed dog-tired, and they had it in the offensive end, but just no one was moving.
Nope, and I totally understand that. So, again, good to get a line change here. Good to get a face-off in the Iroquois Alden end. So we'll see what happens with fresh legs out here.
Face-off to the right of Hirsch, won by the Flames. Nostrand sent it down low. We see the pairing of Nostrand and Cavalieri now with under 4 minutes to go. Pass to the slot, just missed Zach Jacobson. You know that Mike Turillo likes to separate Nostrand and Cavalieri in the lineup, create some offense on multiple lines. However, he puts them out together like Crosby and Malkin on the Penguins in their heyday. Get some offense going when you're in a tie or a losing game.
And right now, I mean, both teams are giving it their all to see if they can get a point out of this. More than just a tie. Both teams are looking for a W here, and they're giving it their best effort to do that.
Williamsville East 5-0 in divisional play. Iroquois Alden 3-2-1. It's battled for in the corner. 3 blue jerseys there, and the blue shirts will win the battle. To the near boards, Molzuski turns, fires it out, not to center. Nostrand picked it off. Nostrand tried to send it to the front. He couldn't, but he'll go after it in the corner. Nostrand has Cavalieri with him. Cavalieri will try to come away with it in the corner, and he will tap it back. Nostrand lost his stick, however, so he couldn't get possession. Now Milk steps up to keep it in play, and he will do so momentarily. Pass out to center. Here's Molzuski one-on-one with Stevens. Stevens closed off really well, so Molzuski was forced to backtrack and take it to the boards. Now coming in to help out will be Colin Harrington, but he was a bit too late as the Flames are able to send it the length of the ice for an icing. 2:35 remain.
And give credit to where credit is due here. When you have a player bearing down and they get ready for a breakaway, as Iroquois Alden did, you're figuring the player is going to continue going north and south. When you have a defenseman that forces the player to go east and west, you've done your job out there.
Colin Harrington on the draw for Iroquois Alden, able to win it back to the point it goes. Steck with a wrister into traffic, got blocked by Mobus. Just dribbles over the line. Molzuski fires it to the near boards. Ryman sent it in far side. 3 blue shirts go after it. Lichtenthal able to chip it to the blue line, not out. Held in there by Wilmer Froman. Down behind the goal line, Iroquois Alden will keep it in play again at the point. Froman's wrister gets knocked down in front, goes just wide of the cage off the deflection. Hit behind the net, and we've got a man down for Iroquois Alden now. Looked like it was Michael Lichtenthal who laid the body. Well, now he pops back to his feet, but we will have a penalty coming up to Michael Lichtenthal. 2:01 to go in the third. Lichtenthal's going to sit in the box for at least 2 minutes here, and that'll take us to the end of regulation.
And I can tell you that Will East is not happy with the call at all. And I'll be honest, I didn't see it. It happened deep in the one corner down there, but the coach from Will East has sent their captain over to have a little chat.
We've got a timeout called on the ice by Iroquois Alden. They want to talk about it. They'll have the full 2 minutes on the power play remaining if they don't score.
And in all defense of the ref, he's explaining it to the captain to send it back to the coach. He doesn't want to have to go to the bench and face that coach, who is not a happy camper right now. And I mean, he is hot. So, yes, we have a timeout on the play here. Iroquois Alden will be going to a huge power play here. Game tied 3-3, 2:01. So they'll basically, this penalty will run if it runs the full distance, it'll run down to 1 second left in the period. So it's definitely going to be a big power play here. A big power play for Iroquois Alden, a big penalty kill for Will East, and the captain for Will East is still getting an explanation from the goalie or from the ref on why the call was made.
Meanwhile, Iroquois Alden's already done with their timeout. Cavalieri didn't get a chance to talk to his bench at all. Now he'll head over to explain to Mike Torillo what the ruling was. Face-off will be to the right of Luke Freiling. The lineup for Iroquois Alden will be Ethan Iozia at the point. Your goal scorer, who's got 2, Ryman at left wing. Harrington's out there, Milzewski as well. Sam Stecker playing defense. The center will line up on the right point. And it's Cavalieri out there with Nostrand, Stevens. I beg your pardon, it'll be Cavalieri, Mendola, Stevens, and Milk. Waiting for the puck to be dropped. Now it is. And they'll try it one more time. That 2 seconds goes by on the game clock. However, face-off is won by Williamsville East. They're not able to clear. Nostrand at the boards battling for it. Cavalieri's there as well. And out to center, Colin Harrington will have to retreat. Harrington beyond the blue line. Got it over the blue line. Now here comes Williamsville East, I beg your pardon. Cavalieri got squeezed out, however. Then losing possession was Harrington. Now to the near side, Starker. Starker sent it down behind the cage. Freiling left it there for his defense. No one's there on the far point for Iroquois Alden. And Nostrand almost steals it away for the Flames. Down behind the red line, Nostrand has it. Tapped it to the half wall. Now out to center, it goes off of a Flame stick. Milk gets on his horse and gets down the ice. Icing is waved off. Milk will fire it off the boards to the far side. Stepping up and keeping it in the offensive end is Harrington. Back to the point. Clapper save as it goes wide. Now out to center as that clap shot taken from the far blue line all the way out to center. Cavalieri really putting a hound on Ethan Iozia, who brings it over the offensive line. Cavalieri lost possession. Now he gets it back again as he tried to dance around Harrington. Under a minute to go in regulation. Milk had an opportunity. He'll have to retreat defensively. Good rotation by the Flames to get back as Nostrand's now back on defense. And he'll
about on that bench, but it is not worked at all. And credit Will East to an outstanding play as far as killing this penalty was concerned.
They get the lineups figured out.
And somebody lost their mouth guard down there. That's or something on the ice. And the referee was asking somebody to come out on the ice to take it off there, and they did. So that's why we had the little hold up here.
Still a power play for the next 14 seconds. 14 also remain in regulation. Into the Iroquois Alden end it goes. Retreating are the blue shirts. Jordan Steck sends it into the offensive end, off the wall. It's sent back out to center by the Flames. 3 seconds, 2 and now 1. And we are heading to overtime. 3-3 the score after 3 periods of play. We'll take a break and be back with the final 5-minute frame, if not less, right here on Western New York Athletics.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Oh, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Just about ready for overtime from the feature rink at Northtown Center in Amherst, New York. Iroquois Alden and Williamsville East all tied at 3. Randy Schultz, Jack Cruiser, Western New York Athletics. Glad you could join us here as we enter the extra period of play. Just a 5-minute overtime sudden victory here from the Northtown Center. Randy, what do you think about these two teams in overtime? And if you had to make a pick, who would you take?
Wow. I still have to kind of lean towards Will East. They've had some good opportunities. They've got the guys that can really speed along there. But then again, you look at Iroquois Alden, they've got the game's leading scorer on their side, and I'm sure he's going to see some ice time here in this overtime, and he's going to certainly try to end it very quickly here as he's getting ready to take the face-off.
It will be the two leading scorers facing off to start overtime, and Harrington gets the best of Cavalieri. Back to the point, it's sent off the far boards, battled for in front of the Williamsville East bench. Now Hamilton comes away with it, just too far ahead of him, poked to the wall. Chipped, still battling for it. Cavalieri's shot from the slot, a slow one, grabbed by Hirsch.
And those are the shots that can sometimes give goalies fits. They're used to speeding bullets coming in here, and then when one comes in like a tortoise rolling towards you, you didn't know exactly what to do with it, and he's just stopped it with his glove, and that was it.
Face-off won momentarily by the Flames. Now out to center comes Iroquois Alden with speed is Braden Axelson. Axelson got slowed up by Mendola. Now the other way. Cavalieri, wrister high and wide. Behind the cage it goes. Nostrant's there with Cavalieri battling for it. Hamilton parked in front of the net. Iroquois Alden flips it out. Nathan Milk off the boards. Cavalieri poked it. Hamilton was there, as was Nostrant. However, coming away with it is Ryman. Ryman dances his way down. Falling down is Milk to get a block on it. Now a turning shot saved by Freiling. Capozzi turned around and almost fooled the goaltender for the Flames.
Absolutely, and that was one of those scary plays when you take that shot from the point and you have a guy right there in the net along with one of your own defensemen. A lot can happen, but this time the goalie had it all the way, had zeroed in on it.
Face-off won by Iroquois Alden in the offensive end. Turning with it and trying to send it in front of the net was Malzewski. Back to the point it goes. Stepping up, keeping it in the offensive end is Wilmer Froman. Shot from the near point is deflected in front and goes behind the cage. Lichtenthal's battling for it there. He takes his man down. Penalties are waved off. Lichtenthal comes away with it off the glass. Now off the boards to the center ice it goes, off the stick of Zach Jacobson. Flames will reset. Good steal there as it was Carter Speranza down behind the cage getting a stick on it off the defense. Mendola almost broke free, however, Iroquois Alden defensively able to stop it. Back the other way, Lilianich almost picked it off as they go back and forth with interceptions. Along the near boards, it's sent out to center. Offsides is the ruling as it was Malzewski behind the blue.
Tough break for Iroquois Alden. They would have had a possible breakaway going in there, but their player could not get back across that line in time. So it's an offside, and the faceoff will come just across the blue line.
Faceoff won by Iroquois Alden. Back to the point it goes for Iozia. Steps over the red line, tries to fire it in, picked off Cavalieri, one-on-one. Caden Cavalieri, clapper from the point, save made, rebound is taken away by Harrington. Harrington to the right side, in front of the Will East bench, and the puck goes into the bench as Harrington was taken down by Peter Nostrand.
And both of them went in flying into those boards, and I believe it was an offsides call. And Harrington took a pretty good shot there along the boards, but comes up okay. He's going to take the face-off.
And Harrington wins the draw, sending it into the offensive end is Iroquois Alden, and Freiling will leave it there for Nostrand to play off the boards. Cavalieri looking for Hamilton, couldn't get it to him. Now it's sent back in, and Michael Stevens will retreat with Ethan Milk. Milk had to stutter step as he had pressure on him. One pass from Hamilton, too far ahead of Cavalieri, but he dances around a man and now has possession over the offensive line. Cavalieri dropped it there. Milk lost it. Stevens retreats defensively, and the puck finds its way on his stick. And then he falls and sends it in the offensive end. And it goes back into the Will East end. So almost 2 minutes to go in the overtime period. Julian Hamilton left that one there. Looked like it just went under his stick. And now Iroquois Alden with a chance at the 2-minute mark. Pass cross ice. Stolen away. Hamilton. Neither team able to break free here in the middle stages of this overtime period. Fired off the wall. Picked off by Iroquois Alden. Rister as he crossed the blue line, but an offside is called.
And again, it's just timing of the Iroquois Alden players here. They've had a couple of them called now for players that just went across the line ahead of that puck carrier. Waiting, they may have been waiting the pass. Maybe they thought it was going to be thrown in, but anyhow, it's cost them a couple of times here.
Harrington on the draw. Able to win it is Kyle Roche. Back and forth they go at center ice. Squeezing out his man was number 12, Ethan Scallione. Tapped ahead, and now here is Scallione. Scallione, as the officials are waving on a penalty coming up against Iroquois Alden. Williamsville East gets the extra man on the ice. Nostrand. 6-on-5 until Iroquois Alden touches the puck. 1:17 to go. Nostrand. With Speranza bearing down on him, Nostrand will now send it out to center. Cavalieri 3-on-2 the other way. Make it a 3-on-3 as the defenseman gets back. Cavalieri shot. He scores! Caden Cavalieri, his second of the game. He tied it, and he won it in overtime.
Unbelievable, and probably one of the smartest plays I have seen a team make. Instead of icing the puck or touching the puck or allowing the opposition to touch the puck, get a whistle, and then set everything up, they continued to move with a sixth attacker, knowing that unless their own player Iroquois Alden a little bit off on that, and it turns out to be a game-winning play.
Credit Peter Nostrand, who had the puck for a solid 10 seconds in his own end, circling, as he had Carter Speranza bearing down on him defensively, putting on the forecheck, trying to touch the puck.
And count into the fact they were trying to get their goalie to the bench, and that was for almost like a good 10 seconds. He didn't realize that a penalty had been called. He didn't see the referee's arm go up. They finally got him to the bench for the sixth attacker, the extra attacker, and it all paid off. An impressive ending here to a long.
Cavalieri gets his second game winner on the season, his 8th and 9th goals on the year tonight. He had an assist as well, bringing him to 20 points total on the season. And the Williamsville East Flames remain undefeated in ECIC 2 play. So, for Randy Schultz, I'm Jack Cruiser saying so long from the Northtown Center, where the final score is Williamsville East 4 and Iroquois Alden 3. All games airing on Western New York Athletics are streaming live and archived on the Western New York Athletics YouTube page. So once again, on behalf of our entire crew here at WNY, I'm Jack Cruiser, and I bid you adieu.